So I was just thinking about, like, it's evening and it's time for me to journal and write in my gratitude journal what 3 things I'm grateful for. Um, and like last week, ZIALE results came out, and like over 200 people passed the bar, and I can't even imagine their excitement. I've been there, and I literally felt like when I passed the bar, like I was having an out-of-body experience. And this was the case because I was at ZIALE for the longest time. Like, I flunked so many times. I don't even care to remember now. 4 years in, I still have nightmares about my bar exams. Like, I have these dreams where like I'm late to an exam room, or like I just have weird dreams about ZIALE. So anyway, because I'm sort of in that gratitude mental space, and like I started to think to myself, like, if I had 3 things, like what 3 things would I say were a gift that ZIALE gave me? And you know what, it didn't even take me that long, and I came up with the 3. And my 3 gifts that ZIALE gave me would be: 1, faith. Okay, when I went to ZIALE, so let me say the 3 things. The 3 things that ZIALE gave me, the 3 gifts that ZIALE gave me was faith, a will of steel, and friendship. Let me explain. Faith, because I'm already a Christian. I went to ZIALE when I was a Christian, and I knew about faith. Trust the Lord when you pray and whatnot, and He answers you. Like, going to ZIALE, I don't think anything has ever quite broken me as much as going to ZIALE did. And I don't think I have been in so much faith in prayer as much as I was when I was at ZIALE, because I felt like I came to my end. And the thing with ZIALE is it's the great equalizer. You can come with your 6 points, you can come with your merits from university. When you go there, it's a great equalizer, because there are people who go before you and you're like, yeah, only God can help me. So yeah, it was a great equalizer. It stripped me of my confidence. It made me feel down. The many times I just felt like, am I really this down? Like, it breaks down your confidence, but then it builds your faith, because I was like, you know what, Lord, if you don't help me out of this situation, I really don't know how I'm going to get out, and I really need you. So that's one gift that ZIALE gave me. It was the gift of faith, knowing that no matter what, God is on my side, and that I can, that scripture about I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, it became real. It really did. The next one was a will of steel. Like, you fail the first time. The way ZIALE exams are is that when you fail, it's not like, I feel like it's not like other exams, like, oh, grade 12, if you fail, you can just repeat and you're guaranteed it will be done. When you fail, you have already worked hard, you have studied, you have given it 150 already. Okay, so when you fail, you're in that space where you're like, I honestly don't know what more I can do, right? But then you can't quit, because when you just have a low degree, there's only so much you can do in our country with a low degree. It's hard to get a job. So it hovers like a dark cloud over your head. It hangs on your shoulders. It's like you are living a nightmare, because you've already given 100. So what do? Girl, boss up. There's nothing you can do. You just have to have a will of steel and just go back to work, start from scratch. Go back to the lecturer who failed you and ask them, I honestly don't know what you were expecting from me. This is what I've read. You do another strategy if the last one didn't work, and if you have to do it 10 times, you keep doing it. I can't remember how many times I did it. Feels like I did it 100 times. But yeah, it gave me a will of steel. And just as an example, like, there are sometimes I go to my videos, you've worked hard on them, filming, editing, you don't have the right equipment, but you're really, really trying. And they're like, 2 views, 3 views, because you're still learning how to optimize your video. So maybe the content is not that bad, but you just don't know how to optimize. But there are a lot of people who have quit YouTube because, to be honest, it's really, really hard work. But I feel like after going through ZIALE, I can do this for the next 10 years until eventually, you know, I get my 4,000 watch hours, my 1,000 subscribers. I can do this. But also credit can also partly go to ZIALE, because like after that, really, I'm not sure if it gets worse. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't even think the pain of losing a job, because I've lost a job before, hurt as much as the pain of failing at ZIALE. And the third one is friendship. ZIALE is like the Hunger Games, okay? It's like the Hunger Games. It's a fight for survival. And people do inhumane things like hide information. I mean, when you sit in an exam room, you're writing on your own. So whether you're the only one who has the information or not, what does it benefit you to hide? You know what I mean? But there are people who you think are your friends, and they will hide stuff from you. So I'm grateful for the gift of friendship, because there are a lot of people who I thought were my friends, and then you learn that actually not. People just look out for themselves, try to milk you for what you know, or an interpretation that you may have that may be beneficial to them. But also on the other side, you lose those friends that have gone ahead of you. They make you feel like, you know, I'm better than you. It's a painful experience. And I feel like because ZIALE is such an emotional place, you need as many friends as you can get. So it's very painful to experience that, when maybe you're in university with some people and then suddenly they are too good for you, because now they're in a job, now they have a car and you don't. They look down on you. So that's a painful experience. Another experience is those friends of yours that think because you are always focused on school, you don't care about them, and then now you think you're all that. So it's very difficult to explain the pain of ZIALE to someone who is not there. And then because you're juggling trying to survive, you don't necessarily have the leverage to try and fight for those friendships as well. So there are those friendships which get lost in interpretation, because I could sit and fight for this friendship, go to lunches with you, hang out with you, but I just don't have the luxury of time, because it's crazy. And I feel like that was also heartbreaking, losing some of those friendships. But also on the other side, I gained friends, like some who went ahead of me and just cheered me on and just kept bringing you data, some who bring you food, who will call you, who will pray with you. You still have those, and those are the friends I still have now. And that has been invaluable, because I already know that no matter what, I can depend on these people. If there was a midnight class I didn't know about, you know, the following day someone will call you and say, hey, look, I have this information. I couldn't get through to you last night. I tried to call you, but there was this class, there was this meeting, there was this group discussion, and this is the information that came. And because you've already been betrayed by other people, a certain level of trust is built with these friends, and that has to be the greatest feeling. So if I could give you 3 gifts that ZIALE gave me, it was the gift of faith, the gift of friendship, and the gift of a will of steel.